The Twitter and YouTube accounts belonging to the US military command that oversees operations in the Middle East have been hacked by Islamic State sympathizers. US officials have said that the US Central Command Twitter and YouTube accounts were suspended after being compromised. Two US defense officials, speaking on condition of anonymity, said the hacking was an embarrassment but did not appear to be a security threat. For its part, the White House announced that it was monitoring the extent of the hacking incident.
I don't have a lot of information on this. It just occurred, within the last hour or so. I can tell you this is something that we're obviously looking into and something that we take seriously. However, just a note of caution to folks as they're covering this story. There's a pretty significant difference between what is a large data breach and the hacking of a Twitter account. So we're still examining and investigating the extent of this incident, but I don't have any information beyond that for you.
Let's now speak to political analyst Daniel Welch. Mr. Welch, whoever launched this attack on the US Central Command's Twitter account and YouTube page, what message are they really trying to send here?
Well, I fight with my family a lot too, so maybe it's a holiday scuffle. Maybe their paychecks didn't clear, or John McCain didn't send a big enough fruit basket over the holidays. Look, I think the biggest message that can come out of this is this false equation of the United States as being against ISIS and against Islamic extremism. And that's purely not the case. These Takfiri groups that, like ISIS, have gotten significant support from the West and direction and funding, materiel. They're still dropping, accidentally dropping caches of weapons directly into the hands of ISIS and claiming that it was unintentional. Nobody believes that they're serious about fighting ISIS. So getting hacked by ISIS is, like I said, kind of like having a fight with your brother-in-law, I guess.
So could we say that this is part of the media hype surrounding the current Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris?
Yeah, I think that that was my first thought. I mean, I can't prove that this is a falsely planted story, although the CIA has done it before and the U.S. Allows it to do so. But it smacks of this redoubling efforts to raise the clash of civilizations rhetoric and the war drums that were started at the last 9/11. This is kind of the French 9/11. And I think that it's a very dangerous thing, and we should be very skeptical of anything that adds fuel to that fire. Clearly, militarized Islamic Jihad is a Western creation. This is Al-Qaeda. I mean, not jihad in the literal sense and the religious sense, but in terms of globalized and militarized jihad that results from funneling 100,000 fighters in and out of Afghanistan just to bug the Soviets in the 80s. So it's really cynical and hypocritical to think that this is somehow protecting free speech, or that ISIS is somehow the enemy, when a lot of its support and clearly its primary goal of toppling the Assad government is a Western goal.
So how do you think Washington will react to this apparent cyber attack?
Well, I think I think it is like a trial balloon. I really don't think you heard the spokesman. It's a Twitter and YouTube hack. It's really nothing. There's nothing. All it does is fan the flames. Either if it was done on purpose as an inside job, or if it's reporting on it is a way of fanning those flames. It's something that they're already doing what they need to do, which is keep talking about Charlie Hebdo being an issue of free speech, and defending Western values, and this idea again of the clash of civilizations, when it really is a war on the people of the global South against China, against Russia, against the people of East Ukraine, against Venezuela, to destroy Libya completely, to destroy Syria. This is not fun and games, and it's not a Twitter account. This is a tiny chess move in a huge war.
All right, political analyst Daniel Welch, thank you for sharing your thoughts on this.
Thanks for having me.
You're watching Ali Tija, World News still to come. A fresh round of shelling by Kiev's forces rocks eastern Ukraine. We'll have that story after the break.